Assalamu alaikum, beautiful souls. It is a gorgeous day in Memphis, and baby, it's just been raining and raining. It literally thunderstormed and scared the heck out of me earlier. I never heard the thunderclap that loud in Memphis. But this energy is certainly delicious. If you are here, this message is meant for you. So stick around. Resistance is here. So you're opening up to a new way of being and doing things. And this resistance is challenging you a little bit to take a step back. Look at yourself, be more reflective, especially with the blue full moon coming on Sunday. And Pluto is retrograde right now until the 15th of the end of the year, I think. So it's a really, or is it October 15th? I think it's October 15th. But still, it's close to the end of the year. So it's teaching us all how to flow into our lives now, to really pay attention to the things that we think and feel, right? Our desires and our dreams, bringing everything into alignment for us, you know? And this year is growing us is challenging us to be our best, highest selves, you know? All the work that we've all done over some of us years, you know what I mean? Like, and for others of you, maybe just most recently accelerating your healing in the last few seasons, right? So this resistance is the emotion of opposing change or willingness to face reality, leaving you feeling stuck or restricted. When resistance appears, it reminds you to address the fears and insecurities within, letting go of the need for control and accepting the current situation so you can find a new path, right? This root chakra energy is all about your stability. It governs your sustenance, and this is the money-making energy. How you feel about money, right? Give me 1 second. Sorry, my allergies. I'm having a hard time breathing. But in the middle is the throat chakra, and then inside of that is the heart chakra energy. And your higher self wants to be filled up with this love, self-love, soft, right? It's faded. Your love is faded. And you need to open yourself up to those new possibilities, right? Opportunities that want to flow into your life. Letting go of the resistance will help it flow naturally. Speaking your truth with this throat chakra energy here, speaking life into your passions. Lately, I've been talking about your passion purpose, right? Because you have dreams and desires. Everyone's born with a destiny. We're unique in our oneness, just like our Creator is this unique oneness. There is no other, source like the Creator of all the worlds. That's what makes Source so unique in its oneness. And we are created in the image of the Most High, and so we also have this singular uniqueness about us, right? And when you think about that, you know that there's endless possibilities for your life. So embrace this inner union between your feminine and masculine self. Come into union, okay? Masculine and feminine, action and surrender, mind and heart, right? Those dualities. You are merging opposites into sacred wholeness. Honor your own completeness because you've been doing the work, like I said, for some of us years, even like decades, our whole lives, right? The Most High has been grooming us for our purpose and our destiny, and it hasn't been easy learning how to balance, you know. But now you're in a flow state where you can surrender and let go and receive this beautiful abundance. You are entering a state where action feels effortless and aligned. This is your soul moving through you without resistance. Trust the flow, right? Without the resistance. Once you have realized that don't stand in your own way. Relax, release, right? Relax and release. So many bugs out here. This is such a beautiful message, you guys. Beautiful message. Next came out, what is this? Vulnerability in the reverse. Fear of exposure may be keeping you guarded. Let go of past wounds and trust again. This girl all balled up. This anxiety, right? And it's in the reverse. Vulnerability. Fear of exposure may be keeping you guarded. Let go of the past wounds and trust again. Okay? It's tied into this resistance. Go back. Lately I've been getting the inclination for us to continue to go within, and going within means sitting with yourself and understanding yourself better. It's like when you go within, there's a very beautiful calming silence, and some people, that's why they don't like to do it, is because it's challenging. It challenges you to have to understand yourself deeper, and some people don't even want to see themselves, right? And people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves, and a lot of people don't want to meet themselves. They don't want to do the things that make them think, right? Because then you have to feel, right? And some people are just not emotionally intelligent. A lot of people are not emotionally intelligent, and I think that is a huge, I don't know, it's people just need to love more and more often. Love deeper. Love themselves. Figure out, that's what going within is all about, is figuring out what your love language is. Figuring out, because it's like we shouldn't show up in other people's lives the way that our love language is. We should find out what their love language is so that we can love them in their love language, right? But with this union, it's like you're doing that for yourself, right? You're loving on yourself. You're giving to yourself. You're no longer telling yourself no. You're free. You're freeing yourself, right? You're in a flow state. Emotions feel effortless. Like love feels good again. When you love yourself, you take yourself out on dates. You know what I mean? You go and buy that new outfit, buy that new pair of shoes, or go get that, haircut or get your hair done or whatever it is that's comforting to you. Do it. Okay? And that's going to make you feel more grateful for your life and give gratitude to the Most High and send out more love to the universe. And it's going to set this fear upright. Because now you're exposing it to something better, something more, far more, a vibrational match with yourself. Okay? You have this calmness here. This calmness and peace and wisdom that you're searching for. And this is going to help you with that fear. It's Psalms 34:18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. And that's going to bring peace and calm and ease to your life. Okay, say that to yourself, especially at night before you go to bed. Listen to some meditation music, something that's comforting and going to soothe your soul. All right, self-love is here. Change is coming. Okay, as soon as you release this resistance and you are no longer forcing your masculine to be this continuous go-getter and this go-getter energy, and you're balancing your inner self, right, with this feminine energy, knowing that it's okay for you to love yourself, validate yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Change is gonna come. Everything in your life now will begin to propel forward. You'll notice a shift from stagnation to flow, from lack to abundance, from confusion to clarity, from pain to peace. This is turning point. And it's when you start doing that self-love work, honey, is when it's going to come in. And it's just going to be just like that. And you're going to ask the Most High and your angels and your spirit guides, right, and the ancestors, everyone, to surround you with this beautiful light, right, to comfort you and to help guide you through this time. Allah is going to guide you through this. All right, don't worry. There's a positive affirmation here for you to say to yourself consistently, okay, to calm any anxious thoughts. I let go of what I cannot change and do my best with what I can. Say it to yourself many times. I let go of what I cannot change and do my best with what I can. I'm going to take what I can that's within my control, like loving on myself, taking myself out, doing nice things for myself, speaking kind words over myself into the world, giving a smile to my neighbor or stranger, you know, doing something nice for someone. All of these high vibrational things are going to bring you into alignment with your highest purpose. There is a masculine energy lesson here of spiritual love. This is the feminine aspect of this masculine lesson. But again, because you are in union with your feminine and masculine self and setting yourself free into this flow state where you are understanding that in order for you to be emotionally intelligent, you must balance your feminine energy with your masculine, right? So the spiritual lesson for you is, one of the deepest feminine pleasures is when a man stands full, present, and unreactive in the midst of his woman's emotional storms. When he stays present with her and he loves her through the layers of wildness and closure, then she feels his trustability and she can relax. Okay? High value man. I love that. I love that. So be mindful of your self-love, okay? Figure out what brings me peace and do more of it. Figure out what you love to do. Again, this is like the third time that's being reiterated because it's so important, okay? Self-love is not selfish love, it's unconditional love. And when you can give unconditional love for yourself, you can do it for others. It'll be easy, right? Because you see yourself in others. And when you see yourself in others, you are more compassionate. Okay? We need more of that in the world. For people to be compassionate, to be kind, right? To think and be intentional about what they purchase, you know, where they're adding value, you know, as far as like in your children, in your parents, people that you love and care about. You know what I mean? And then on the things that carry less value. You know what I mean? It's like not on a sliding scale, just prioritize yourself and what's important, because where energy goes, energy flows, right? So make sure you take a relaxing bath in self-care, okay? Self-care, get yourself some bath soaks that balance your energy out. You can add some herbs to it, whatever it is, however that you love to pamper yourself, okay? Magnesium salt will help you sleep better at night. Get yourself some Epsom salts. It doesn't have to be extremely expensive, and then you can get yourself some single essential oils and elevate your what do I want to say, your nighttime routine, you know. Also condition your mind to be consistent with this self-work, okay? Rituals allow the energy to gain momentum. Transition your power to produce your dreams, to be creative, and to be impactful. Transition your power to produce your dreams, to be creative, and to be impactful. This is a time of beautiful creativity, right? Especially in the warmer months. In the summer months, when we can get out and we can jazz in the park and more exercising. You know, I'm just watching all the people walk around the trail right now, and I'm by the lake, and it's just spectacular. Just getting out into nature, grounding yourself, right? Doing things on a consistent basis that creates this momentum of positivity, right? This high vibration. And the more that you do it, the better you feel. It's like nothing can stop you from pulling your dreams from the 5D into the 3D reality. Manifesting will start to become easier for you. But you got to raise your vibration, okay? You have to be a vibrational match for the things that you want. Sleeping is very important. Deeper, longer sleep results in deeper breathing. Good rest makes everything easier. So as you are creating this ritual, this routine for yourself, keep in mind that your nighttime routine is extremely, extremely important. Okay? I think it's one of the most important parts of the day is your bedtime routine. Because during that rejuvenating, restful sleep that you get at night, like I started to look up more ways to help me to be able to get a better night's rest, as far as like the duration of sleep, uninterrupted sleep that I receive every night. And it was a couple of things that I already intuitively knew, right? And one is sleeping in a completely dark room. The second one is making sure that the thermostat is down to anywhere between like 69 and 72, something like that. Because when it's cool and you can bundle up with some blankets or a sheet, you get a better night's sleep. It's like, and the third thing that I would add to this, and this is just my personal opinion, sleeping naked also, you baby, sleeping naked, baby, under your big plush comforter, baby, in a cool dark room is the best rest. And you wake up feeling amazing in the rising, y'all. Like, you could just bounce out of bed, especially if you've been meditating, eating right, exercising, and limiting your screen time before bed. Having a very good nighttime routine, as far as maybe like doing some yoga stretches after you get out of your bath. Do a couple of yoga stretches, right? Stretch your body out, and then throw on some meditation music and lay on the floor for 10 minutes. All it takes is like 10 to 15 minutes for meditation, y'all. It doesn't even take long. You know what I mean? And stretching your body while you meditate, working on your breathing techniques. And then you slide in them sheets. Baby, listen, you gonna sleep good. You feel me? So apply a self-worth affirmation to your routine and say to yourself, I am deserving of happiness. Tap on yourself. I am deserving of happiness. Hold yourself, rub on yourself, right? This is all self-love, self-care. Sometimes I do that for myself. I'll just like sit and just hold myself, you know? And that feels so good. It's so self-assuring. You're validating yourself. You're nurturing yourself, you know? There's so much that we have in our control, but we either are ignorant to the fact that it can be done, or we just don't want to do the work. Right? So why continue to look outside of yourself for happiness when happiness comes from within? I am deserving of happiness. So you give it to yourself. Right? Open your third eye chakra. Maybe during that nighttime routine, you want to do pyramid pose or downward dog. Right? Purple or indigo is significant to third eye. I trust my wisdom and intuition. I see and think clearly. I trust my wisdom and intuition. I see and think clearly. I trust my intuition and wisdom. I see and think clearly. So there's another shadow work activity here for the feminine energy. You want to dress like the prize. Looking put together shifts how you are treated, right? We know you look good. When you look good, you feel good. And that exudes out into your personality, right? When you show up, it's like, it doesn't even have to be, you know, professional, just neat and clean, smelling good, you know what I'm saying, with a smile on your face, right? All put together. You have to teach people how to treat you, you know? That saying is so true. You have to teach people how to treat you, because even if you have locks, people say, oh, well, locks, you know, some people don't respect you when they don't take you seriously, right? Which I think is, I don't even know where people get this kind of stupid thinking, because it's not rational at all. It's ignorant. But to keep your locks neat, and clean, you know what I mean, when you are in social settings, I highly suggest, right? And dressing nice and smelling good. Investing in a nice cologne, top tier, you guys, top tier. Investing in nice shoes, you know what I mean? Investing in an iron, hello? Like, yeah. It teaches people that you're nobody to play with. You feel me? A self-worth, some self-worth affirmations here to affirm that you are enough. Affirming yourself and self-validation is critical, especially in this social climate, especially now. Like, people have short attention spans, right? And nobody's gonna hold your hand through life and babysit you. And I think, as you know, as a Gen X that has millennial children and then now alpha children, it's definitely important to establish in your home self-validation and how impactful that is to one's self-esteem, right? Validating yourself so you can't be shaken. And if you grow up like that, self-validating yourself and taking care of yourself, learning how to take care of yourself and nurture yourself, that goes such a long way, right? To knowing that you are enough. So all you have to do is just tap back in with your higher self, babe. And I want you to say these things to yourself. I don't have to be perfect. Excuse me. I don't have to know everything. I'm doing what's best for me. I can't please everyone. And I can say no, right? And remember that you don't have to be self-sacrificing to give unconditional love. I heard someone say that the other day. Unconditional love is not self-sacrificing at all. Again, what I was saying earlier, when you learn how to love yourself, honey, when you learn how to love yourself unconditionally, you love other people unconditionally. It's easy to you. But know that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything, and doing what's best for you is okay. And don't be a people pleaser, like pleasing everyone. That's not gonna get you any closer to your dream. And say no, okay? Say no. If you feel like saying no, say no. Don't say yes when you really need no, okay? So next we have, I know this is a long message, and if y'all still here with me, bless y'all sweet souls. This divine masculine energy, and I just had to put this out because I put a small glimpse of it on my TikTok, but this is so much deeper. This is such a sweet energy, and it's asking you to be brave, right? Because this freedom, be brave. Let me just show you. First one came out as bravery with these lanterns in here, and it's like you can do anything you want. Let hope float. Strength. Again, being up there on the mountaintop. There's something about being high up on a mountaintop, your royalty, right? It's like, and you're always there doing it on your own, like in your own zone with this flow state. You're in this mentality where you know that it's up to you to change the trajectory of your life, right? You're brave and you have strength. You're going through a transformation with the butterfly. So continue to use your intuition. Your intuition is going to take you there. Look at her here standing up and on all sides. it's like telekinetic energy. You know what I mean? Like, you are exuding this high frequency. You're so tapped in. You're so tapped in. So follow your intuition and stay hopeful. Stay hopeful because, again, like I said, let hope float, right? With the bravery card. Let hope float. Your desires, what you want, it's all coming to fruition. You have to be in alignment with your thoughts. That's why Allah's asking you to open your third eye. Be in alignment with your thoughts, what you see, what you say, what you feel. And get creative as you want. Again, you can do whatever you put your mind to. There are no limits. There are no limits. Again, this is the third time with the freedom. Baby, float your boat. Put some helium in that. What is it called? Put some helium in it. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know why the name escapes me right now. Air balloon. That's it. Like the Wizard of Oz, and you can go wherever you want. Travel in your mind and explore all the corners of your mind and just daydream. And just daydream and think up all the beautiful things that you want for your life, because it can happen. It can happen for you, okay? Your angels have some messages here, and they want you to know, focus on service, right? Focusing on service is going to bring blessings in disguise your way, because when we pour out onto other people, look at all of this magical energy here, this whimsical energy. When you pour out on people, it comes back to you tenfold. So you're not focusing on the service to serve you back. You're focusing on the services because it's something that you love to do. Okay? Your soul desires only to joyfully serve. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. All right? So shift your focus to service so that it all can come to fruition for you. Again, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes, you do. With intuition, with bravery, with hope, right? And with creativity. Right? You're creating this freedom. You're creating this freedom with all this whimsical energy of transformation, right? You're going through a transition, but never once dropping the ball. You're always looking up. You're always looking towards, the Most High and what's next, what this transformation is willing to offer you in this freedom. Something beautiful, right? Something beyond your wildest dreams, this success, solar plexus energy here, right? This communication, this I'm just seeing it so big and abundant. This abundance. That abundance is also going to set you free, beloved. I accept responsibility for my well-being. You have to, right? Get out into nature, ground yourself again, loving on yourself. This is the whole message. This is the reason why you have to love on yourself, so that you can bring in this abundance, right? Because your nervous system needs to be regulated. Your mitochondria needs to be in alignment, right? We need to get back to our natural circadian rhythm and stop worrying so much, because worry, fear, sadness, annoyance, those are all low vibrational energies, right? Joy, peace, and unconditional love are the 3 highest frequencies. All right. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So alchemize that low vibrational energy. Give it, you see this ethereal energy here? Give it up to the Most High, right? Allah says that what you cannot handle, give it to Him. Pray, right? Pray. That was one of the first messages, was it not? Raising your vibration. That was the first message. Psalms 34 and 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. He knew. The Most High was aware. So trust in this. Trust that this abundance is coming towards you. In divine timing. In divine timing. To where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow. We open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand, and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Right? It's calling you to travel in the unknown, or to different countries, right? Make a bucket list, right, in your journal. Write down all the places and the things that you want to visit, places you want to visit, places you want to see when you get to those destinations, you know, things that you desire to do in your life, that are never impossible. Sometimes you just need to plan better, you know? And manifesting is a lot easier when you are in love with yourself, when you care deeply about others, right? And humanity. And you take good care of yourself. Okay? So your soul action today is pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there. See what I mean? Planning, and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know you are ready to make it happen. Believe you can. Exactly what I'm saying. Because you'll manifest it once you start writing it down. And y'all remember that movie, what's that movie with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J? And her mother had passed away, and she thought that she was going to die. She got misdiagnosed with this rare disease or whatever, and they told her she was gonna die. So she went and cashed in all her gold all her stocks and bonds that she had been saving. She had this like dream book of hers with LL Cool J in it, because they worked together. He worked downstairs, she worked in this department store, this big department store. But if y'all remember that movie, I can't remember the name of it, but she left the country. She ate good. She saw what she wanted to see. She ended up winning a whole bunch of money. Baby, that movie was so good. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go watch that movie tonight to raise my vibration, remind myself that life is not too short. You can always choose to start over again. Every day is a new beginning, right? A new chance to start over again and do things differently, better. A chance to learn something new. I mean, there's so many opportunities in every single day. If we look at it as opportunities instead of obstacles, then we will see that. And again, release anything that you cannot change. There's some aspects of our life that we have no control over, that the Most High does. And so we need to get used to that and live our lives accordingly, right? We would be happier in our lives, more fulfilled in our lives when we do the things that we love and we do it with intention, right? And we can manifest all of our desires. We truly can. We have to look for the signs, right? And be grateful for each and every moment. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Because that's important. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. So that's the caveat to happiness, is doing it for yourself and then turning around and doing it also for someone else. As within, so without. I love that way of thinking. And the last 3 messages, last but not least, for you to carry on with you, my divine masculine, my sweet divine masculine, some affirmations. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the results. Shining star. I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor, right? Be audacious enough to be like, I know it's happening for me, because my God today, my God is a good God. Yes, he is. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. When I feel good, I look good. When I look good, feel good, smell good, my attitude is better, right, in alignment with my desires, and I magnetize everything to me. What I desire desires me more, because I am abundance. Abundance is my birthright, and I get paid to exist. I love you, divine masculine. 44:14 on the timer. 4414. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, love, light, reflections.